Andrew Godsmith here, Godsmith of Chaos, here with another Dark Magician deck profile for you. It's another Dark Magician Primite deck. I've changed a little bit up in it. I've added a couple new Bestial cards and a couple other cards. Really liking this deck. It has a different play style than the original Dark Magician deck, and I can still get out Dragoon just as easily. And there's a few other plays that you can get into Dragoon with using Dark Magician cards and the Primite cards. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so you are notified when I post more of these videos. Love you all. May the heart forever be in your cards, and remember, don't get obliterated. On to the deck profile.
If you truly want to know, open your mind!
Like and subscribe. Now let's get to the deck profile. Of course, when you're playing Dark Magician, you need to play Dark Magician. In this deck profile, I'm playing 2. Reason why I'm playing 2 is because just in case one gets banished or is lost in the graveyard and I need it in the deck or in my hand or something, I'm playing it at 2. I got one more brick. I'm playing 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon. Reason being is because to go into Dragoon, you need Dark Magician and a dragon. Now you can use any dragon in this deck, but with how the Primite cards go, you can get out normal monsters very easily. Red Eyes Black Dragon is a normal monster, so you can be summoned out, and then you can use Dragoon's double pop instead of just 1. Red Eyes Black Dragon I might take out of the deck though, but there is some plays that I like using with Red Eyes Black Dragon and Dark Magician with the Primite cards, because with seals you need a dragon monster. So the Black Dragon is the dragon target that seals special summons out. There's a play I like to use, but I'll show you. 1 Magician's Rod, 2 Magician's Souls, and the 1 Timaeus the United Dragon. Timaeus United Dragon is the only in-archetype way to get to Dragoon. There is Eye of Timaeus, but it's unsearchable, so it's not viable, I guess. It's not really a Dark Magician card because you can't even search it with any Dark Magician card. But Timaeus the United Dragon you can search with Illusion of Chaos, who we play at 3, and Soul Servant as well, which we also play at 3. Illusion of Chaos is your main monster searcher for the Dark Magician archetype. It helps you get out Magician Souls. It helps you unbrick your hand. If you do have Dark Magician in your hand and Illusion of Chaos, you can send Dark Magician right back to your deck after you search what you're looking for. And it searches everything here but the red eyes. Soul Servant also searches everything here, except for the red eyes. But the one Rod target that we play mainly and Soul Servant target that we play is Secrets of Dark Magic, to help you get into Dragoon onto your opponent's turn using your dragon monsters and Dark Magician on field or in hand. There's some plays I like to play using the Secrets of Dark Magic on their opponent's turn while you're able to use Primite Drill Beam and the Primite cards while you have the normal monsters on field. Okay, that's it for the Dark Magician archetype. Next, you heard me talking about Primite. We play 3 Primite Dragon Ethel Barrel. It's your main searcher for the Primite cards as well. It's our main normal summoner in this deck. We only play 1 Rod, yes, which is kind of a bummer because its only effect is on normal summon, but if we don't pull a Primite Dragon Ethel Barrel in our hand, then we can normal summon out Rod to help us get through the Dark Magician plays. But Ethel Barrel will search Primite Lordly Load and set that so that you can activate Primite Lordly Load. Lordly Load searches any Primite card. Yes, any Primite card. So it could get Ethel Barrel, it can get out Primite Roar, it can get out Drill Beam, it can get out anything but itself. There is another Primite Dragon that we play that you could play, but I don't recommend. I think it's Imperial Dragon. It's just very slow. So Primite Lordly Load will search you Dragon, and then it can then you declare a normal monster's name. So you declare Dark Magician or Red Eyes Black Dragon, whatever normal monster that you play, and it'll special summon that as well. But it has one restriction, that if you use its effect to special summon out a normal monster using its effect by declaring, then you cannot activate monster effects on field anymore. Then we play 1 Drill Beam and 1 Primite Roar. Primite Roar might cut out, might just keep at 1, but Drill Beam I might bump it up to 2, but 1's good enough. It does have recursions from the graveyard every turn. Primite Roar, it can negate a normal summon, as well as there's a nice play with Primite Roar, Seals, and Secrets of Dark Magic. If you have Seals on field, Seals tributes itself, then you chain Primite Roar. Seals special summons out Red Eyes Black Dragon, Primite Roar special summons out Dark Magician. That allows you to use, if you have Drill Bean on field or any other negate, you can also use the Primite negate in the graveyard to negate your opponent's normal summon. And then if you have Secrets of Dark Magic set, then you can go right into Dragoon as well. That's it for the Primite engine. Playing a little Bestial engine. So we got one Bestial Magnanut, one Bestial Druid's Worm, one Lubellion, and one Regained. Bestial Magnanut gets you out whatever dragon that you're looking for. Druid's Worm is a pop on your opponent's turn, sends to graveyard, and Lubellion and Regained helps with recurgence and a draw card. Plus it's a nice monster to get out onto the field. And then we play a pseudo Dark Magician card, one Mausoleum of White. Mausoleum of White, yes, it's a blue eyes card, but all it does in this deck is helps you get a Dark Magician to the graveyard, or a Red Eyes Black Dragon, whatever you need in the graveyard that's a normal monster from the deck. It's not necessary, but it does help. Then we play one Piercing the Darkness. Yes, it's not the greatest card, and yes, it can be a little bit bricky, but because we do play normal monsters and our deck is all about buffing up normal monsters, this is one of the best ways it can be done. Unfortunately, it's not searchable, but it is a little bit of a brick, unfortunately. But if you do get to use it, it is a wonderful card to use. Reason being, because if you normal summon or special summon a non-token normal monster, except during the damage step, you can draw one card. Sick. Dark Magician loves to draw cards. Yugi loves to draw cards. When an attack is declared involving an opponent's monster and a monster you control that is a level 5 or higher normal monster, or was ritual summoned using a normal monster, or was fusion summoned, synchro summoned, or Xyz summoned using a normal monster as material, you can make that monster gain control attack equal to the opponent's monster's attack until the end of the turn. You can only use each of the effect of Piercing the Darkness once per turn. So what this does is it helps OTK. You can go into your opponent, attack over your opponent. So whatever your opponent has, you can easily attack over. This also saves Dragoon from being attacked over. If Dragoon's on your field, your opponent, technically, unless they get rid of this card on the field, they can't attack over Dragoon. Because Dragoon is made with Dark Magician, who is a normal monster, Dragoon automatically gains the attack of Dark Magician when used while this is on the field. So one of the issues that we have with Dragoon, it just gets attacked over. So one Piercing the Darkness. Now onto the hand traps. We have 3 Ash Blossom, pretty standard. 3 Effect Veiler, as well, pretty standard. 3 Imperm, as well, pretty standard. Now, this is a big flex spot. You can play pretty much whatever you want with hand traps or whatever, like 3 Nibiru or 3 Purulia, 3 Fualu, 3 Fualos, whatever you want, but I am playing 3 Upstart Goblin. Life points don't matter. This essentially helps you get out pretty much any card, and it goes well with Soul Servant, so then you can get a draw 2 off Soul Servant. Yeah, life points don't really matter, so giving your opponent 1,000 life points, they most likely will not ash this card. And at 41 cards with the 3 Upstart Goblins, it essentially is only 38 card deck. And for the last card, 1 Called by the Grave. Yeah, that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we play 1 Imduck, the World Chalice Dragon. For the extra deck, we play 1 Imduck, the World Chalice Dragon. For your link 1s, for any of your normal monsters can link up into Imduck. As well, it's got a nice little effect that most people don't know about, that during the damage step, or during the battle phase, when you attack a monster that it points to, it can destroy it. What is it? During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 World Chalice monster in additional normal summon set, which we don't really play any of those. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster this card points to, you can destroy that opponent's monster. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 World Chalice monster from your hand. But it can destroy a card on the field, so if it's here and it points to a monster you attack, it destroys it first. And then you can activate Secrets of Dark Magic to fusion summon into Dragoon to pop. Yeah, you know. You get that. 1 Spirit of the Eyes Blue. to get you into Mausoleum of White, and as well as get the dragon on the field. It helps. So like Rod goes in the Spirit of the Eyes of Blue. Spirit of the Eyes Blue gets Mausoleum. Mausoleum sends Dark Magician to the graveyard. Therefore, the Soul Servant that you searched off of Rod is now alive, and you can use Soul Servant. And then you can get your way up into 1 Seals. So, Heraldic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Wonderful card, great card in this deck because it's interruption and it summons a monster to your field. Great card. SP Little Knight and IP Masquerena to help you link climb and for an interruption. Then we play 1 Dark, 1 Selene, and 1 Access Code. For the Access Code, Talker ways of winning, because that is a definite win condition in this deck. 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, 1 The Dark Magicians, 1 The Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, 1 Dark Magician the Knight of Dragon Magic. Reason why I'm playing this is because any level 7 or higher dragon monster, if you it can do piercing damage. So if your opponent has all defense position monsters and you've already used up your Dragoon, or you just can't get into Dragoon for some reason, Dark Magician the Knight of Dragon Magic can inflict piercing damage, not just by itself, but with any other monster attacking on the field, as well as the destroyed monster's attack can be applied as damage to your opponent as well. We play 1 Chaos Angel, 1 Evil Solars, and 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, because we play Red Eyes. And that's it for the extra deck. Now the side deck is very dependent on where you play. It's very different where you are. This is one I just put together for this deck. I didn't want to take it out of my other deck, so it's a little bit different. First off, we got 3 Mulch Army Perulias, for obvious reasons. Max C from hand. We got 3 Drone Lockbird. Stop your opponent from adding cards to their hand. 3 Crossout Designator. Wonderful card. 3 Deck Lockdown. Also awesome card as well. So your opponent can't special summon from the deck or from their and they can't add cards to their hand. And as well, last but not least, 3 Solemn Strike to stop your opponent from special summoning. Yeah, you know. Or effects. Alright, that is it for my deck profile today. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Really means a lot. Love you all. May the heart forever be in your cards. Peace.